So today I'm going to share about my experiences with my master, from whom I have learned meditation. Not only meditation, I have learned many things from my master, like very simple concepts that I've been sharing here every day. So I will share a few more so that we can all implement in our days. And before that, let us take a 2-minute relaxation or 2 minutes of emptying our mind. Yeah, so I request you all to take a very comfortable posture. Simply cross your hands, fingers into fingers. Close your eyes. And just be with your breath for 2 minutes. Your breath is your friend. Just be with that friend for 2 minutes. And empty your mind. As you empty your mind, there will be a space that is created. Then it is easy for all the information to go in. One more minute, friends. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly place your both hands over your eyes and slowly remove your hands and you may open your eyes. So welcome back, friends. Take some water if you have next to you. All right, wonderful. So yes, Geetaji, we did it for a short time just to relax ourselves, and afterwards we will do a longer meditation just to prepare ourselves. So, all right. So friends, today's topic is about my experiences with my master or my learnings from my master. So the first experience is it happened in the year of 2010. That was the first time where my master had visited us in our home in Egypt, and we were living in Egypt. I got married in 2008, and then in 2008 December we moved to Egypt. And after we moved to Egypt, it took us 1-2 years for me to get into meditation. And then my master came to Egypt for the meditation sessions, and with him there were so many people who came from India. So when they came, I saw my master, or I don't call him as master. I call him as a friend or a father. Like he doesn't call himself as a guru, like a monk or something like that, because he believes in the concept that we are all masters. We know everything. It's just that we forgot that we are masters. So my master, or my friend, so he came to home, and he was staying with us for a week. And then what happened is, like, I was looking at him, how simply he's treating everybody. घर पे आते हैं, घर पे बैठते हैं, ऐसे कि लगता है कि वो खुद उन्हीं का घर हो, उनका बेटी का घर हो, ऐसा ऐसा like he was behaving and he was treating everybody, like in India, like thousands and thousands of people are like, like waiting to listen to him, and he's at my home and he's, going into the kitchen, घर से kitchen में जाके, like he's bringing all the वो जो beans होते हैं ना, the French beans, वो लाके वहां पे न्यूज़पेपर डाल के वहां पे, because he loves cooking. मैं कुकिंग मेरे मम्मी से नहीं सीखा है, मैं कुकिंग तो ये मास्टर से सीखा है मैंने, कि कैसे अवेयरनेस से कुक करना है। उससे पहले उनका सिंप्लिसिटी देखा है मैंने। दैट वाज द फर्स्ट टाइम टू सी, लाइक इंडिया में तो और डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कंट्रीज में तो बहुत सारे गुरुज होते हैं। वो लोग तो लाइक दे आर ऑलवेज लाइक somebody will be there for them to take care of, but this master is taking care of us, like he's cooking for all of us and he's doing all these simple things. Then I realized master should always be simple, always down to earth. He should not prioritize himself. He should not say that I am the master, so serve for me. A master is always should be in the serving mode. That's the first lesson. And treat everybody equally. If you are a rich or if you are a poor, he treats everybody the same. एक बार क्या हुआ, हमारे हमारे एशियन कल्चर में यही होता है कि बड़ों आते हैं, बिकॉज तब घर आते हैं तो पैर दबाते हैं ना, लाइक बहुत थक जाते हैं तो पैर दबाते हैं हम। तो मैं भी लाइक देखा था पत्री सर, वो सर को देख कर वो बहुत टायर्ड थे, तो मैं घर पे मेरे पापा को पैर दबाती थी, तो देखा मैं जाके पत्री सर को पैर दबा रही थी। देन और एक मैडम थी, इंडिया से आए हैं वो भी। एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है इंडिया में जहाँ पे पूर पीपल को वो खाना खिलाते हैं, दिन में 10,000 पीपल को खाना खिलाते हैं। वो भी आए थे घर, तो सर बोले तुम जाके वो मैडम को पैर दबाओ। यार, मैं तो ये तो सर है, मैं तो इनको जानती हूँ, वो मैडम तो मुझे पता नहीं है मैं क्यों जाके उनके पैर दबाऊं। एक मिनट सोच आया था मेरे दिमाग में, बट देन सोचा नहीं 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 नहीं, गलत है। अगर अगर सर बोल रहे हैं तो जाके करना है। तो किया दोस्तों, तब पता चला कि तब सर ने बोला कि घर पे कोई भी आते हैं, अगर हम किसी को पसंद करते हैं, मुझे वो सर बहुत पसंद है, बिकॉज ही इज अ ग्रेट इंस्पिरेशन फॉर मी। तो अगर तुम मुझे इंस्पिरेशन मानती हो तो ट्रीट एवरीबडी एज मी। घर पे कोई भी मेहमान आते हैं, ट्रीट देम एज मी। ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम डिफरेंशिएट मत करो, मुझे और किसी और को डिफरेंशिएट मत करो, ट्रीट एवरीबडी इक्वली। दैट वाज अ सिंपल मैसेज ही हैड शेयर्ड ऑन दैट डे, कि जैसे तुम मेरे पैर दबा रहे हो, सभी के पैर दबाओ, उसमें कुछ गलत नहीं है। हम छोटे नहीं बनते हैं, ऐसा ऐसे काम करने से छोटे नहीं बनते हैं। तो व्हेन आई हर्ड दिस फ्रेंड्स, देन उस दिन से लेके आज तक जो भी घर आते हैं, जैसे मैं वो सर को टेक केयर करती हूँ, उतना ही सबको टेक केयर करती हूँ। दिस इज वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट लेसन दैट आई हैव लर्नड फ्रॉम पत्री सर। एंड द सेकंड लेसन इज नो जजमेंट्स, नो कंप्लेंट्स। ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट है। नो जजमेंट्स। हम खुद को बहुत जज करते हैं, खुद को हम ये बोलते हैं कि हम ये गलत है, हम इतना बड़ा अच्छा है, लाइक वी स्टार्ट टू जज आवरसेल्व्स because of the past experiences. Looking at the past experiences, not only we see the past experiences, not only we see ourselves, but we also see others also. We say, oh, he's like that, he's very angry person, ये मेरा जो बॉस है बहुत गुस्से वाला है, या वो मेरा पति जो है बहुत गुस्से वाला पति है, मेरी बात सुनता ही नहीं है। तो like we all have these assumptions in our mind. The more we judge ourselves, we are creating a suffering for our own selves. इसके लिए मैं एक छोटी कहानी बोलूंगी। ये मैंने मेरे मम्मी से सीखा है ये कहानी। तो जब हम बचपन में थे, लाइक माय मॉम शेयर दिस स्टोरी। एक होता था लिटिल जॉन करके, वो हर दिन स्कूल जाता था पर लास्ट बेंच में, यूज्ड टू सिट इन द लास्ट बेंच। तो उनके टीचर जो भी जब भी क्लासरूम आती है तो सब बच्चों को बोलती है आई लव यू। पर उसको पता है कि वो टीचर को पता है कि वो लिटिल जॉन जो बच्चा बैक बेंच में, लास्ट बेंच में बैठा है, तो वो उसको वो पसंद नहीं करती है, टीचर पसंद नहीं करती है। सो शी नोस। एक दिन होता है कि बच्चों का प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट देना पड़ता है। तो वो टीचर ने लिख दिया प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट में कि ये बच्चा बहुत गंदे कपड़े पहन के आता है, शूज पॉलिश नहीं रहता है, लाइक ही सिटिंग ऑलवेज इन द लास्ट बेंच, ही इज नॉट स्टूडियस, ये सब लिखती है टीचर। उस स्कूल में ये है कि बिफोर द the progress report goes to the parents, it has to go to the प्रिंसिपल रिव्यू करके, एक एक बच्चा का प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट रिव्यू करके देन पेरेंट्स को भेजते हैं। तो वो प्रिंसिपल के पास आता है और टीचर को बुलाते हैं ऑफिस रूम, एंड प्यून को बोलते हैं कि पिछले सालों के प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट और लिटिल जॉन का प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट है, वो लेकर आओ। तो टीचर को बोलते हैं ये प्रिंसिपल कि प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट शुड ऑलवेज बी टेलिंग अबाउट द प्रोग्रेस ऑफ द चाइल्ड। प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट मीन्स कहाँ पे ये बच्चा ग्रो कर रहा है वही लिखना है आप, ये नहीं लिखना है कि बच्चा कहाँ पे ठीक नहीं है। प्रोग्रेस शुड ऑलवेज बी टेलिंग अबाउट द प्रोग्रेस। सो देन पिछले प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट्स लेकर आते हैं। पहला प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट में लिखा होता है कि लिटिल जॉन की मम्मी है तो वो बीमार है। सेकेंड प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट में लिखते हैं कि लिटिल जॉन के मम्मी जो है हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट हुए हैं, एंड कोई कोई नहीं है, उनके पापा पूरा हॉस्पिटल में टाइम बिताते हैं, एंड लिटिल जॉन को केयर करने के लिए कोई नहीं है। द थर्ड प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट सेज दैट लाइक लिटिल जॉन्स मॉम पास्ड ओवर, वो गुजर गए हैं। तो लाइक उनके पापा पूरे उनकी ख्याल पूरे उनके मम्मी का वो है, तो ही इज इन हिज वर्ल्ड। अब ये टीचर जाके ये पढ़ के टीचर को शी स्टार्ट्स टू क्राई, उनको बहुत रोना आता है, क्योंकि शी स्टार्टेड टू जज लिटिल जॉन कि जैसा वो दिखता है वो देख के टीचर ने जज करना शुरू किया कि लिटिल जॉन ऐसा है करके, गंदा कपड़ा पहनता है, शूज पॉलिश नहीं है, या फिर वो पढ़ता नहीं है, यही टीचर देख रही है। बट क्या गुजरा है लिटिल जॉन के साथ ये नहीं जानती है टीचर, इसीलिए शी स्टार्टेड टू जज। सो द सेम थिंग हैपेंस इन आवर लाइफ्स। So same thing, we also do it for ourselves and we also do it for others. And उसका beautiful line देखो दोस्तों, never judge any person without knowing his or her background. आपको उनके पास्ट के बारे में कुछ भी पता नहीं है, तो you don't have any right to judge that person or any situation for that matter. Or you cannot judge yourself also. हमारे अंदर वो little John छुपा है, like he's hurt. तो पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस से लाइक हम वो लिटिल जॉन को छोड़ दिए हैं हमारे अंदर, एंड वो हम हर टाइम बोलते हैं हम ये है वो है करके, मैं ब्यूटीफुल नहीं हूँ। अगर कोई आके बोलते हैं कि तुम ऐसे हो, वी 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 सिंपली एक्सेप्ट इट एंड वी से हाँ मैं ठीक नहीं हूँ, मैं अच्छा पढ़ाई नहीं करता हूँ, या फिर मैं लाइक मैं अच्छा बात नहीं करती हूँ। तो वी ऑल पुट ए लेबल्स टू आवर ओन सेल्फ बिकॉज वी स्टार्ट टू जज आवर सेल्फ। So never judge a person without knowing his or background. Never judge yourself without knowing your background, because what you had gone through, you will not know. Because those childhood से क्या गुजरा है, you will not know. Only when you meditate, you will understand who you are. Then जो भी labels है, वो clean होते आएंगे. And कोई भी situation हो दोस्तों, कोई भी situation हो, no complaints. कुछ भी situation हो, बहुत बुरा सिचुएशन हो आपके सामने घर पे, कुछ भी हो, एक्सेप्ट इट, नो कंप्लेंट्स। मेरे साथ क्यों हो रहा है ऐसा, उनके साथ क्यों नहीं हो रहा है ऐसा, व्हाई दे आर नॉट सफरिंग, व्हाई दे आर हैप्पी एंड व्हाई आई एम नॉट हैप्पी, व्हाई इज माय लाइफ लाइक दिस। स्टॉप कंपेयरिंग, स्टॉप कंप्लेनिंग योर लाइफ। द मोमेंट you accept your life as it is, then trust me, all the situations that you are going through, it will not be there, because you have got an understanding towards it. So उसके लिए मेरे लाइफ में मेडिटेशन ने बहुत हेल्प किया है। इट हेल्प्ड मी अ लॉट कि नॉट टू कर्स एनी सिचुएशन। बिफोर कमिंग इनटू मेडिटेशन आई वाज कर्सिंग माई सेल्फ, ये मेरे साथ क्यों ऐसा हुआ है कि मैं मिसकैरेज क्यों हुआ है मेरे साथ, व्हाई डिड दिस हैपन टू मी। मैंने कुछ गलत नहीं किया है जिंदगी में, लाइक अभी तक, लाइक व्हाई दिस हैड हैपन टू मी। So like the moment I made peace with it, I started seeing a different perspective. अगर वो मिसकैरेज नहीं होता मेरे जिंदगी में, तो मैं आपके सामने नहीं होती और मैं अपने आप को नहीं जान पाती. So everything happens for a reason. हमारे सिचुएशंस भी रीजन से आते हैं, यू नो, लाइक इट हैपेंस फॉर अ रीजन, नथिंग हैपेंस बाय चांस। वो कुछ सीखने के लिए हम वो सिचुएशंस आ रहे हैं हमारे सामने, बार बार एक ही सिचुएशन रिपीट हो रहा है हमारे लाइफ में, दैट मीन्स देयर इज समथिंग दैट वी हैव टू लर्न फ्रॉम दैट सिचुएशन। अगर आप एग्जाम लिखते हो, फेल होते हो एग्जाम में, तो फिर लिखना पड़ता है ना, यू हैव टू राइट द सेम एग्जाम टिल यू पास। So the same thing, if the same situation is repeating again and again, you have to see, देखने का जरिया बदलनी चाहिए, the way you look at the things we have to change. All these while you looked only this way, because हम वही सुनते आए हैं कि हमारे पेरेंट्स से, सोसाइटी से, कि ऐसे ही देखना है करके, but now let us change. There is the other side of the coin, we have to see the other side of the coin. Yeah, so this is the important lesson that I have learned from my master. No complaints. बहुत सारे incidents हुए हैं, like बहुत सारे नहीं, बहुत सारे लोग उनके पास आके complaints बोले हैं, but वो शांत में रहते हैं. He will not interfere. This is again an interesting topic, that non-interference. दखलंदाज किसी के जिंदगी में नहीं देनी चाहिए. We should not interfere in anybody's life. No way. Not even your children, not even your husband, not even your wife. Non-interference is a beautiful concept that we have to practice. When you practice non-interference, that means you are accepting the person as he or she is. Yeah. So this is one thing, and always have this question. Like मुझे कभी-कभी question आता था, क्यों क्यों हो रहा है मेरे साथ ऐसा, क्यों हो रहा है? Very initially. Then my master said, Patriji said, why not? Have this attitude of why not? क्यों नहीं? क्यों नहीं? यू नो, लाइक एक बार क्या हुआ था, दैट एक लेडी ने जब पत्री सर इजिप्ट आए थे, तो वो लेडी जर्मन थी जो हमारे घर में रुकी थी, तो उनका वो कुछ कुछ महीने हमारे घर में रुकी थी। तो वो देखा है पत्री सर का गुस्सा एक बार, क्योंकि जब हम इग्नोरेंस में रहते हैं तो उनको हिलाने के लिए एज ए पेरेंट थोड़ा गुस्सा करते हैं ना, सेम गुस्सा लाइक सर ने एक एक लेडी के ऊपर दिखाया। तो वो जर्मन लेडी को पसंद नहीं आया, तो वो बोलने लगी मेरे से कि ये मास्टर एनलाइटेंड नहीं है। मैं मैं बहुत हर्ट हुई अंदर से, क्यों ऐसा है लड़की, क्यों ये लेडी ऐसा बोलनी चाहिए सर के बारे में करके, मैं अंदर से बहुत हर्ट हुई। एक बार क्या हुआ, उसके नेक्स्ट टाइम अगेन जब पत्री सर आए थे, देन सर पूछे कि वो इरेना कैसी है। तो मैंने बोला सर से, सर वो लेडी तो आपके बारे में ऐसा बोली है। तो सर ने कुछ नहीं बोला, सर ने कुछ नहीं बोला। देन उस इवेंट था, इवेंट में शी वांट्स टू डू अ टॉक, शी इज अ स्पिरिचुअल टीचर एज वेल, शी वांट्स टू गिव अ टॉक। when she came to me and she asked me to give a talk, I said okay, because हम, as sir said, always be in a mode of accepting. ना किसी को नहीं बोलनी चाहिए, अगर if they are offering something, let invite, you know, do not judge that person as well. So I accepted it. But then मुझे अंदर ही अंदर ये फील हो रहा था, ये लेडी ने सर के बारे में इतना बोला है, एंड वही इवेंट में शी इज कमिंग अप एंड स्पीकिंग नाउ। तो मैं जाके सर से पूछा, क्यों सर है, क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है? फिर सर ने बोला, क्यों नहीं, यू नो, लाइक क्यों नहीं, इट इज हर लाइफ, व्हाई वी हैव टू इंटरफियर? उनकी मर्जी है, उनको हमारे बारे में जो भी सोचना है सोचने दो ना। क्यों वो, if you take it, then only it belongs to you ना, if you don't take it, it doesn't belong to you. So I have always this attitude of why not. So he said, that is one important lesson that I have learned from this sir. And एक बोल के मैं अभी end करूंगी, क्योंकि because we have to do meditation as well. I know there are so many stories for me to share, and so that we can all implement in our life these things. These are very simple stories, and you know, like real life experiences बोलने में like मुझे अच्छा लगता है, क्योंकि ये subject is too much, you know, like maybe in the coming days we can get into more of a subject, but before that, how we are leading our life is very important, and these simple concepts will help us to lead our life happy. So एक 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 इम्पोर्टेंट एक्सपीरियंस ये है कि 2019 में पत्री सर इजिप्ट आए थे. ही कम्स एवरी ईयर, ओनली दीज 2 years इज ही डिड नॉट गो. सो 2019 में जब आए थे, आई थिंक आई हैव टोल्ड द अदर डे आल्सो, बट आई वुड लाइक टू रिपीट हियर अगेन. सो उसमें क्या हुआ था, लाइक सब मास्टर्स आए थे इंडिया से. दे केम टू मेडिटेट इनसाइड द पिरामिड्स एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. तो द मेडिटेशन इंडिया से आए हैं सब लोग. तो उनमें से एक दोस्त भी आया था, मेरा एक दोस्त भी आया था. तो वो बोला मधु तो म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट प्ले करती है, अच्छी म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट प्ले करती है, तो हम सुनते हैं मधु के म्यूजिक सर करके बोले. तो सर ने बोला "हाँ, किसी को ना नहीं बोलते." तो वो सब लोग इंडिया से जो भी आए हैं, तो हम सब बैठे हैं एक रूम पे. मैं जाके मेरा म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट बैग लेके गई वो रूम पे, सर के रूम पे. बट सर, मैं सोच रही थी कब मुझे सर बुलाएंगे, कब मुझे सर बुलाएंगे, अभी प्ले करो करके. बट उन्होंने नहीं बुलाया. ही डिड नॉट कॉल मी. He started asking everybody's experience. Tell me about your experience. Like how is the meditation in the pyramids, or how is the whole Egypt and everything. He started asking. And मुझे मुझे नहीं बुलाया, तो सब लोग चले गए. And I was a little hurt कि मुझे क्यों नहीं बुलाया है करके. Like वो spiritual ego जो होता है, like ego की मैं like मैं कुछ अच्छी काम कर रही हूँ. That means like मुझे कुछ नोटिस करना है लोग करके. Like the spiritually, when you practice more and more meditation, this comes like very subtly it comes. ये ऐसा bubble जैसा आता है. It is very important that we recognize it faster, sooner, so that we don't give too much power to it. तो मुझे एक आधा घंटा लगा वो सिचुएशन से बाहर आने के लिए. Then when I realized, and when I came out, I went to Master Patriji and I told him, "Thank you, Patricia, for breaking my comfort zones, because I was always comfortable." मुझे हर लोग comfort देते हैं. Everybody gives comfort to me, and that time he did not give comfort to me. Like he did not ask me, "Madhu, play the singing bowls or play your musical instrument." He did not say that to me, and I thought maybe he's teaching me to come out of my comfort zones. Then the beautiful lesson he told is, "Madhu, I did not break your comfort zones. I want you to be comfortable in every situation. That is the balanced life. That is the middle path." He said, "Be comfortable in any situation. कुछ भी होने दो, be comfortable. If somebody is dying, be comfortable. Do not interfere. Everybody has their own thing. So do not interfere. And तुम्हारे साथ भी कुछ भी हो रहा है, do not interfere. Do not interfere with what is happening with you. Just be a witness, be an observer," he said. That was the height, like that was a very important lesson I have learned. Because every day to day life mein sometimes we get angry, sometimes we get carried away. All these things will happen. Agar हमारे हिसाब से कुछ नहीं चल रहा होता, तो we get angry or we feel hurt. So that is the time where we have to pull ourselves and say that, okay, I have to be comfortable in this situation also. Because the moment you are comfortable in that situation, you will learn a lot. If you're not comfortable in that situation, you will never learn a lot, because you are lost in the thoughts. If I could not come out of that situation, I would have been lost in that situation. So these are the very important lessons, friends, and it is important for each one of us to follow these things. I just did not say it like that, because there is so much of learnings in it. And please follow all these things, so that I, like what I'm experiencing right now, I want everybody to experience the same. Yeah, so this is all for today, the sharing part. And then now let us go into the meditation part. And let us all, what about hurt and pain? Yes, that's a good question. What about hurt and pain? Like um again, it's a choice. Like hurting, and until and unless if somebody is not physically abusing you, that is fine. But mentally, if somebody is saying something to you, if you take it only, then only it belongs to you. I'll tell you one more story. There was, I know many of you all know Buddha. So what happens is he was walking, he was giving his lectures, and he goes from one village to another village. So he finished his teaching in one village, and he is going to another village. in between there is one more village. In this village, people don't like Buddha's teachings. He says, what is Buddha teaching? All this stupidity and all these things. They thought, okay, Buddha is coming. No, let us all go and let us all shout at Buddha. Let us all yell at him. So they all come to the outside that village, and they wait for Buddha. And when he's there, they just stand in front of him, and they say, start to abuse him with all the words, all the bad words they use. And Buddha did not say anything. He was very silent. And then he went to the another village, and he finished his teachings there, and he's coming back. He finished his teachings there, and he's coming back. And when he's coming back, when he's coming back, like there was also, like the people, they got to know that yes, Buddha is coming back. So they again come, hey Buddha, in the morning we have been shouting at you. Why did you not get angry? Why did you not feel agitated? Then Buddha said, the village I went to now, they gave me some sweets. I took that sweets. They gave me a sweet box. I took that sweets. What if I don't take that sweets? Whom does it belong to? It belongs to the person who is giving, right? जो दे रहा है वो स्वीट्स, उन्हीं को जाता है वो स्वीट्स. अगर कोई हमें देते हैं स्वीट्स, हम लेते हैं. अगर हम नहीं लेते हैं तो किसको बिलोंग करते हैं वो स्वीट्स? उन्हीं को जो दे रहे होते हैं. तो अगर कोई हमको आके कुछ बोलते हैं, इफ यू टेक इट ओनली, देन ओनली इट बिलोंग्स टू यू. अगर आप लेते हैं तो ही आपका होता है ना. अगर आप नहीं लेते हो तो आपका कैसा होता? वो चीजें हो या बातें हो, कुछ भी हो, if it is not physical abuse, then it is fine, because the mental baggage is your choice. The hurt things, because don't follow the old patterns. Now everything is changing. Nobody is there to help us, or nobody is there to care for us. We have to care for ourselves. So we have to come out of that old shell, and we have to make ourselves new. So don't get carried away by these hurt feelings. Yes, doesn't mean that there will be nobody. If you meditate, that there will be nobody to hurt you, or there will be no problems. There will be problems. People will hurt you. People will give you pain, but you will not take it. This is the thing. Maybe it will be there for a very few seconds. Very few seconds. We are humans. We get that like that emotions, but you don't carry it forward. You don't take it for a long period of time. Only for some time it is there with you, and then later it's gone. So how quickly you leave that baggage is very important. And this is where meditation helps you. All these things are not us. The hurt feelings, the pain feelings, this is not us. ऐसे कि हम जैसे कि वो फिश है जो ओशन में नहीं, the real place of that fish is to be in the ocean, not outside the ocean. Yeah, we have to go back to that ocean. We should not be like the fish outside with all the hurt feelings, with all the pains. Always remember that it is all our choices. We can be like today. I think somebody was sharing before that. Yes, Anita ji was sharing today. Today is their engagement anniversary. Her husband forgot that today is their engagement anniversary. Previously, she used to get angry with this, but now she's not angry. Today, she's not angry. She said she's okay with that. So that old pattern, we have to break it. We have to become new us. So we have to take care of us. So this is what I wanted to share. I think Afia ji asked this question. So yes, how to forget past? You cannot forget past, but you can make peace with that past. Yeah. So how to control thoughts? This is what we are doing it here, Ramin ji. We are doing it here because you cannot control the thoughts though, but you can tame the mind. You can work with the mind so that your mind will work according to you. not you according to the mind, but you will the mind will work according to you, that you will be the master of your mind, that you give a command to your mind that, okay, this is where I need to put energy. So yes, regarding this fear of death and all these things, I will surely speak in the coming days, because, and I'm going to share also one wonderful book that we have lately made. It's called Enlightenment or No Death, and I'm going to share. If anybody is interested, please write to me uh, in the chat, or maybe to me in my personal message in WhatsApp, so that I will share this information to you about, if you're really keen in knowing the fear of death and how to overcome it. Yeah. So now let us go into meditation, friends. We will meditate for some time. So then later we will take some questions. So I request you all to take a very comfortable posture. So this is your time. Treat yourself well. दोनों हाथों को जोड़ लीजिए. Cross your hands, fingers into fingers. Put it on your lap. Now close your eyes. Just become one with your breath, friends. One with your natural. Normal breath. The more you are relaxed in your body, the more your mind will be relaxed. Just be with your breath, friends. Be with your natural, normal breath. Each day we are making this journey to better our lives. We are all disconnecting ourselves from the outside world for some time and connecting to the inner world. It's so beautiful, which is so safe, which is so peaceful. All you have to do is drop all the thoughts. Just witness your breath. And your breath will take you to those places that you have never seen about yourself before. It will make you realize that you are a wonderful being. To go to that space, you need to relax yourself as much as possible, friends. No worries, no tensions. Stop everything. Do not interfere with your mind. Just the breath. Just the normal breath. Last 2 minutes, friends. Slowly bring back your awareness to your physical body and to your surroundings. Last 1 minute. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly place your both hands over your eyes for a few seconds. And whenever you're ready, you may remove your hands and open your eyes. So welcome back. Welcome back, friends. I hope you all had a peaceful meditation and drink some water. If you have any, please drink some water. As yesterday, Ram had shared about the importance of water. So now we are fully charged with the energies. Now, whatever we drink, it goes deep within ourselves and it becomes our reality. That calmness, that peacefulness will become our reality. So yes, friends, if there is anybody who wants to share, so you can just let me, yeah. Yes, Preetam and Anjalika ji.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, Preetam.
Ma'am, I had a question that from where can I get pyramids?
Oh wow, that's a good question. You can make your own pyramids, Preetam. So friends, as Preetam had raised this subject of pyramids, so in the coming days, maybe next week or maybe in this week, anytime, I'll ask Ram or I'll invite one of my friend, Shashank. He's here in Germany. So I'll ask him to share about the importance of pyramids and then he will make us learn how to create our own pyramid. Yeah, I will let you know, Pritam. Okay. Okay, good. Anything else you wants to share? Okay. Yes, Pritam.
Yes, Miss, can I buy it from the store?
I don't know if it is you are in Bangladesh, right?
Yes, Miss.
You can get it from India. There is this person I know. You can get it from India, but if it is so,
Ma'am, in the December we are going to India. So, in which part of India we will find pyramids?
in South India. So in South India.
Miss,
Yes,
can
yes,
I
you
find
will
in
get it.
Bombay?
You will get it. You just be in touch with me or Master Manoj, and he will guide you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Very good. Yes, Priyanka ji.
Hello, ma'am. Good
Hello.
evening,
Very good evening.
ma'am. Today I meditated. So I had experienced that I was yawning. I was feeling that I should
Mhm.
yawn.
Mhm.
Normally, since 1 month I was doing meditation, but I have never felt like this, and I have never read anywhere that this experience occurs during meditation.
It
So should
is.
I have yawned? I yawned for 6 to 7 times. I don't know why. Actually, I was tired today and slept, and then after waking up, I came to meditate. So what's the reason behind that?
Yes, it is very common that we yawn in meditation as well, because as you said, you were tired. When our mind is tired, we yawn a lot. That's why it's a yawning is a signal that like we need to sleep. So in meditation also we experience this yawning because it's kind of relaxing us. It is getting us. It is saying that we have to relax. There's nothing much that. To this, but it's just that relax yourself. Yawning is a sign that you need to relax, and it's good. I see that many people yawn as well, and sometimes it's about the energy as well. They yawn a lot. If we are tired mentally around because of some situations around, then we yawn as well. So
So,
yeah.
ma'am, should we yawn or should we control it?
No, 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 no control, nothing controlling in meditation. You should never control anything in meditation. Even your thoughts also you should not control. You have to just observe your thoughts and come back to your breath. If yawning happens, yawn. If pain happens, let it happen. If you feel like crying, cry in meditation. So whatever happens in meditation, do not restrict it. So
Okay.
the more you restrict it, the more it becomes a block. So
Yeah.
here we are all here to free ourselves. We are not here to cage ourselves. If we are stopping ourselves to do something which is happening naturally, we are caging ourselves. So let us not cage ourselves. Yeah.
Okay. And ma'am, there is another thing that after when I eat something and then in the evening I don't usually feel hungry, but when I do meditation, I feel hungry after that. I feel that my digestion process has started and it has ended, and then I have felt hungry. So
Yes.
is there investment of energy in the meditation?
No, there is not investment of energy. However, whatever is that you are, like gaining from the meditation, the energy that you are gaining from the meditation, it is working in different regions. So that's why you feel hungry. The energy that is coming. So it is working in various parts of our emotional body, mental body, and spiritual body. So the energy is going there and working in these regions. So it is not, you're not losing any energy, but instead it is working somewhere else. So whenever you feel hungry, yeah, you can grab something to eat, a fruit or which keeps you, light, you take it. And don't overeat as well. Like don't overeat. Sometimes it is again a trick of the mind that it always wants to fill in too much, but take some nice
Like
greens or light food, and that
I
will
have
help you to.
improved, I have controlled over some things. Like I only eat when I need. After meditation, I have
Exactly.
got this improvement.
That's amazing. That is really good. It's only when our mind is tired we get hungry. If you notice, like if you see a lot of people who are in depression, for example, me, when I was in depression, I used to eat lots of sweets. I used to eat lots of cakes and all these things because somewhere I'm seeking help from these foods because somewhere it is making me happy, but I'm not seeing it in a long term how much it is spoiling me. Like how much I'm, like it's like instead of going this route, I'm going in another route.
Yeah,
Instead of
yeah.
facing my things, but I'm not working on my things, but I'm seeing, like side track. I'm going on the side track. So we should not do it here. So like that's why, like, and I'm very happy that you have noticed that practice of meditation is helping you to eat when it is required, to think when it is required. This is the awareness that we gain with practice. So very very wonderful, wonderful, Priyanka ji.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful
Thank you.
to you.
Thank you so much. Yes, Manisha ji.
Ma'am, I wanna ask about food pattern of yours? I mean, which help us in meditation. I
Okay.
mean, yeah.
Okay, that's a very beautiful question. I eat mostly light. I'm a vegetarian. I'm not a born vegetarian, but I became a vegetarian. My family is into eating all kinds of non-vegetarian food, but coming into meditation helped me to understand what is the right food for my body and what is the right food for my mind. So then I started, naturally it happened that I became a vegetarian, and we eat when it is, when my body calls for it. Like if I'm hungry, then, like I just take light food. Um, I eat more of fruits, and I did last year, not last year, this year also, I did 2 months of raw food. I only ate raw food. So just to check, to detox my body, to give a, that experience to my body, that, like that cleansing to my body. Like now, today, every day we are sitting in meditation, right? We are detoxing our mind, we are giving that cleansing to our mind. The same thing we also have to cleanse our bodies. So like I tried this 2 months of only eating raw food, and I found a lot of benefits. And but most of my day, most of me and my husband's day is full of juices and fruits and vegetables. And I always love cooking. As I told before, I learned cooking from my master, and whenever I cook with lot of awareness, with lot of joy in my heart, because I want to inform all the women over here who goes into the kitchen. Please, whenever you're cooking, be mindful of what you're doing, because you're not just giving food to your family, you're giving energy to your family. As yesterday Ram said about this water concept, like each fruit, each vegetable has water. When we are going into the kitchen, and the emotions, we also are as water bodies. The amount of like emotions that we carry, if we are carrying a anger emotion, we just had a fight with a husband, and then we go into the kitchen and we start to cut, and we start to cook everything. The food is equal to the poison when you're doing in that manner, because your mind is completely occupied with these thoughts, and that energy is going into that food. So because there is water content in the fruit and vegetable that you're cutting and you're cooking with. So that food, if you're giving, that is the same kind of emotions that your entire family goes through, that unrest situation. So whenever you're doing, if you're angry, just take a shower, cleanse yourself, free yourself from all the what had happened, and always think great that yes, I'm just not only cooking food, I'm just creating this energy so that my entire family will be happy and healthy. So this kind of thoughts we should have. And yes, I always do that, and I always implement that. And wherever I go, to whoever home it will be, even for us in a stranger home as well, I make sure that I go into the kitchen, I ask them, can I please cook? Then they give me permission, and then I cook. So it is very, very important, of what you eat and how you eat and how you keep your body. Our body are like a temple and like a masjid and like a church. Like what we put in this is very important. The ruh or the soul is like a god who is in that place, in that temple or masjid or a church. So we have to really take care of that god, and we have to keep that temple or that church or masjid very clean, so that it can function very properly. So yes, thank you for this question, Manisha ji. And I'm sure I'm going to talk about this, the importance of the diet in the coming days as well. So thank you for this.
Ma'am, can we affirm our food? I mean, like rice or vegetables. Can we affirm it and will it work?
Always, as yesterday somebody, I think Monaji was telling, right? Monaji or somebody was telling, if you go outside and if you cannot have, if you are eating in the restaurants, you don't know who is cooking the food, and because it's not about the food that is important, it's about the intentions of how you cook matters a lot in the food. If you are having a very sad feelings, or if you have an angry intentions, and you put in the food, if you cook that food, so that we consume, so we become that. what we eat is what we become. So we have to be really mindful. And what you said is very true. If at all there is a food in the plate, we have to give an affirmations. Thank you so much. Starting from the nature elements, all the elements from the nature, and starting from the farmer, starting from everybody who had made it possible for us to have this food in our plate. We have to be really be grateful. The moment we are grateful, we are changing the energy of that food. So yes, we can. That's why, like, we have to always affirm. That's a very good thing, Manisha ji. Yes, it is always good, even when you're drinking water or when you're taking the food or anything. Like, just give this wonderful affirmations. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, so that you are nourishing my body and my soul. When you say that, that becomes so good. It goes into your body, and it helps you in good digestion as well. Like many people have this problem with the digestion, because they don't accept. And digestion is not only with the food. The digestion is like not taking like life situation as it is. So the moment you appreciate, do these simple things, making affirmations to the food, being grateful for that, and being grateful for everything, then automatically the system gets cleansed. The digestion is nothing but it's a cleansing process, so that whatever is not useful for us, it just comes out. So thank you so much for this question, Manisha.
you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Yes, Monaji.
I am. Hello. Am I glowing?
Hello. You're always glowing. That's a that's a good question. Yes. Last,
I feel I
I
am
think
glowing.
2 days back or 3 days back, Ginzaji was telling that she's glowing for no reason. She did not apply any creams, but she started glowing. So yes, you are glowing, Munaji.
I feel enjoying, and I'm very much attached to this group.
Wow.
That I am Bangladeshi and I am from Dhaka. There is a term called Dhakaiya, as Punjab's people are called Punjabi, and the people
Dakhaya.
who stays in Dhaka, not original Dhaka.
Mhm.
There are 4 or 5 generation. We are the Dhakaiya, and
Mm.
we have our lifestyle is similar to Punjabi. We eat a lot, we enjoy a lot, we do masti music like that. So I am too much attached to this group that I didn't go into wedding programs. I skipped that to join this class,
Wow. Wow.
and I don't feel that much bad. And moreover, I am very much fond of food. I can't live without eating tasty foods.
Mhm.
And but when I was young, I was in Bangladesh Air Force,
Mhm.
and I have some physical problem. That's why Bangladesh Air Force means in defense.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
was a cadet there, and after that, living from that, I joined a normal civil life, and starting putting on. When I was like around 20 to 25 or 26 years, I could control my food habit very easily. But after having two babies, because when I was pregnant, my mother, my family, all of the people pampered me a lot
Mhm.
to have to eat more and more to give
Mhm.
birth a healthy
To a healthy child.
kid. Yes, and that time I become used to eating a lot of food.
Mhm.
I don't eat a lot, but I am very much fond of junk food nowadays. Like
Mhm.
in a week, I often eat like 4 or 5 times burger
Wow.
or pizza. These foods, these junk food, I really like that. Moreover, I am very much fond of Coca-Cola. I like Coca-Cola a lot. Like that, uh, some people are alcoholic. I am Coca-Cola, like that.
Mhm.
I cannot. So I just want to increase my control, that a glass of cold Coca-Cola in front of me, but I don't care. Like that.
Mm.
I want to make myself like this.
Mm.
So how could I do that? And what is the connection between pyramid and meditation? I'm sorry, I'm new. I don't know anything. I don't have that much knowledge. But as I saw that most of the mates are talking about pyramids, but I don't know what is the connection of pyramids with meditation.
Yes. So, to a glimpse, maybe I can share a very little. Maybe on the other day, I'm sure we're going to bring Ram, my husband, and Shashank to speak about this because they are more good in this scientific explanations. But however, I will tell my experience. When we were living in Egypt, we had this, you all know that Egypt is a land of pyramids. There is a Giza pyramid, right? So Giza pyramid, what we do is we thought only it is for the mummies or to put the mummies and all these things. We only thought. We only read it in the books like that. But trust me, afterwards, coming into meditation and coming into in touch with my master, Patriji, he had started experimenting with the pyramids because long back, I think 42 years back, he read this book called The Secrets of Pyramids. So in that book it's said that two people, they go and do experiments inside the pyramids, like what is there inside the pyramids. Because we went there. When you go inside the King's Chamber, there is a place called King's Chamber. There is lots of energies over there. These people had seen, my goodness, this is not just like a people put mummies over there, but there is so much to it. And they started writing their experiences. Then they spent the night over there inside, and they started sharing their experiences, in that book. So reading that book, my master had experienced that, okay, why not making a pyramid, like he asked his carpenter, and because for the pyramid the angle is very important. If you have the right angle, the 51 degrees angle, that is very important. So he asked the carpenter to make this perfect angle, and he got it into in his home, and he put this pyramid on top of it like this, like on the head like this. To the ceiling he attached, and he started experimenting on it, and he started meditating under the pyramid, and he observed that under the pyramid the meditation is 3 times more powerful. Then like it completely cuts down all the thoughts instantly. From there he started doing more and more experiments. He started putting fruits under the pyramid, and one fruit, the same from the same supermarket, you get a fruit, one fruit under the pyramid, one fruit outside the pyramid. And he could see that the fruit inside the pyramid is having have more life when compared to the fruit outside. This brought a lot of curiosity in him. Then he started, okay, if it is happening with the fruit like that, so then we humans, why not we do a lot of experiments like this? So what he started is he started building a little bigger pyramids. Like many people started coming together, and they said, okay, let us build pyramids. So small pyramids to big pyramids they have started constructing. And many people, whoever meditate inside the pyramids, lot of healing happens. The physical healing, the emotional healing. So all the healings happened. And my home, in my home, in my husband's home, we have a huge pyramid wherein 30-40 people can sit and meditate at a time. And in our village, we have 60 people, where 60 people can sit and meditate, because we have constructed that pyramid for the farmers in that village, so that they can, after the day's work, they feel very tired and they need somewhere to relax. And pyramid is that instant energy that you get. So there's a lot of experiments done. Now there are two biggest pyramids in India, like not the old pyramids like Giza, but taking inspirations from those pyramids, they have started making pyramids in India. So we have at least 20,000 pyramids. So out of which two are very huge pyramids, like wherein 6,000 people can sit at a time and meditate. So it's really amazing to see how it's completely science. It is not related to any cult, or not related to any organization. It's a simple science. So that's why we recommend everybody to read the books. You have to start experimenting. You can create your own pyramid. You don't have to go somewhere and get it, or like you can create your own pyramid, so that to experiment. because we should always have a scientific temper. Because whatever I say, you should not believe it. You should experiment it. See, if somebody told me previously that meditation does something, good, I did not believe it because that is not my experience. Because I used to think, wow, it's a waste of time, like why to sit in meditation. But when I started experimenting it, when I started practicing it, I found great benefits. The same thing, we should, if we knew something new, if we got to know something new, we have to, oh, is it okay? Let me read books about it. Let me make my own pyramid. There is every possibility in the internet that we can make our own pyramids. Let me try and experiment. So we have to have that temper, and I'm sure Monaji, you have that, and you will research about it a bit and then work on it. Yes, it's
Today,
really wonderful.
when I was meditating for the first time, I feel, I don't know, from my very childhood, I believe in magic, that some spiritual magic happens with us. It always in my mind whenever I go for namaz, or whenever I sit for namaz, and whenever I do dhyan. So when I started meditation, I feel that something will happen with me, magic, some magic, I don't know, because as I don't have experience earlier. So today when I was meditating, it was dark and dark, and after a while I feel there a sun rises from here, from my left side, and it was uh, giving light in that dark,
Wow.
and
Wow. In your
it was
ears.
feeling very, yes, from my left ears, I here was a sun, and it giving the ray from this like this corner or this angle,
Mm.
and it's feel very wonderful, that, oh, I have seen something, I have experienced something. It is very magical. I feel God should gives us some, अल्लाह को चाहिए कि हमें कुछ मैजिकल मोमेंट दे, so we can enjoy. And I want to enjoy these sort of experience in my life in meditation, and I want to go to deep and deep and deep, more deep,
Yes.
through meditation.
Yes.
May
You will.
Allah help me.
Yes, yes. Allah is always there, Monaji. He's always there with us because he's there, like he's helping us, but we are not able to listen to him because we are completely occupied with our own thoughts, that we are not even seeing that his presence is there with us. That's why it is very important to calm our mind so that we have a dialogue with him. If we don't have a calm mind, then we will not interact with him. Only we will be talking to Allah, but we will never be listening. And ear is a signal, like like a great listening happens through the ear. Like a quality of listening. So wonderful, wonderful experience, and I'm sure with lots and lots of practice, we will reach to
और
that.
मुझे एक, सॉरी, और मुझे एक और चीज भी जाननी है, that in our religion we go for prayer, that time we also become in namaz. It is one kind of meditation, I feel, because we are with us, we talk to God, and it's I think it's little similar to meditation. But whenever we are, अगर हम कोई भी टेंशन में आ जाते हैं या कोई भी मुसीबत आ जाता है, suppose we are in danger, or we feeling unsafe or worried, whatever it is, we go for our prayer, we go to our God and pray. And that time we don't empty our mind, we talk to God. और sometime that नमाज में अगर जाते हैं तो वही सोच रहे थे, पर वहाँ we don't make our mind empty, but though we feel positive energy, and we got the same relief as now I am doing meditation. Then what is the difference between these two
Good.
sides?
Very, very good question. As you only told Monaji that in prayers, you don't empty your mind. Here in meditation, we have to empty our mind. That's the aim. prayer is your choice, and meditation is like a is must for everybody. It's a must that we have to empty our minds, because if we don't empty our minds, then like whatever we do, कितना भी शिद्दत से आप prayer करो, like it is still there. Our thoughts are still there. So we go only to take relief from from the prayers. That should not be there. You become a great what do you say? You do great prayers when we do meditation a lot. The more we practice meditation, then in prayer also we are completely empty. So in prayers, what happen is there is only a monologue happening. Monologue is from your side only, you are talking to God, and there is again a mind being used. Whereas in meditation, you are listening to God. The universe is communicating to you, or the God is communicating to you. So because you have emptied yourself. So this is why meditation is more important. And for you, after you practice meditation, when you do prayers, your prayers are much more, it has so much of meaning to it. Yeah. So we just don't pray it just like that. We pray it with so much passion. It's like a meditation for us. So thank you so much. Wonderful questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manaji. Okay, we will take one last question from Afiaji. Yes, Afiaji.
Yes, I wanted to know, yesterday it was a very nice session when that person, I don't know the name of that master, who talked about water crystallization.
He's my husband, Ram.
Okay, that was your husband.
Yes.
So today I heard these birds. So what is the significance of birds in meditation? This is one question. And my another question is, how or what can aid to our focus? Like pyramids, of course, I'm looking forward to it. We'll try to make one over our own. What other things are there which we can place besides us and then meditate to help?
Okay. Yes. So you have to do is to create, if you're a beginner, to create a silent environment around you. Yes, I know that this time is not suitable for many of us because we have a family, the children and the husbands are all around.
My husband comes back from the office at this time.
Yes.
So it was very distracting.
So that's why, you listen to the subject over here. That is fine. And in your free time, you create that space for you. And it is very, if you're a beginner, it is must that to create one spot for you. Like one place. जैसे कि हमारा prayer room होता है, जैसे हम जाके वहाँ पे अजान करते हैं, नमाज करते हैं, तो वहाँ वैसे ही, क्योंकि हमको वहाँ पे जाते ही वो feeling आ जाता है, like that's why we have that space for us. The same thing you create for meditation as well. If you want to meditate for these many days, you make that spot for you, maybe one corner in your room. So you sit there, and the moment you go there, automatically your mind shuts down. That is one thing. And the second thing is agarbatti jalaiye. Agar like incense sticks, like use the help of incense, so all these things will help you to create the environment much more smoother, so that it will make you to go deeper. And of course the pyramids and music. You can, in your free time also, you can put some nice music and meditate with it. So all these things are the tools. And along with it, if we want to progress, read books, read spiritual books. There are so many books available in the PDF formats now. So read some books.
Can you name some? If you can just write in the chat box.
Okay, let me think about it. What? Okay, so I would recommend you Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay. How she had transformed her life with the affirmations and meditations. So You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay. It's a very, very interesting book. I think anybody can easily understand that book. That's simply that she has put in there. So wonderful, Manisha ji. That's really great.
Okay.
Manisha ji is already reading that book. Manisha ji, I'll ask you tomorrow if you can just share a little bit about that book to our friends here and what is your experience with that book. Yeah. So yes, I think these are the simple tools, Afia ji, that we can have for ourselves, and we can make our meditation much better. Yeah. So yes. All right, friends. Then. Okay, so we will all see each other again tomorrow at the same time. And till then, please keep meditating and enjoy life. And as I told, all the concepts that I have shared today, please implement those concepts, and I'm sure it will be really, really, really helpful to you. The non-interference, having why not concept, and like no judgments, no comparisons, and ये भी है कि हम कोई खास नहीं है, हम special नहीं है. See, if you see yourself as a special, that means you are degrading others. So, you are thinking others are less. So we are not special, we are all equal, and we have to have this acceptance quality. So accepting ourselves and accepting everybody, and treating everybody the same. जैसे कि आप आपके बहुत अच्छे person को, या फिर the way you take care of your loved ones, the same way you have to take care of everybody else. जो भी घर पे मेहमान आते हैं, किसी से भी आप बात करते हैं, जैसे कि आप अपने लव्ड वन से बात करते हैं, सेम तरह वैसे ही बात करनी चाहिए. ओके, सो दीज आर द सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट्स, एंड प्लीज इम्प्लीमेंट इट, एंड बी हैप्पी, एंड खुदा हाफिज दोस्तों. या कल मिलते हैं. बाय बाय. बाय.